Bella, Ahmed Ben Bella. This is a very powerful figure. Very powerful figure. The class is going to last 7 minutes. This is where it begins. This is the class. Ahmed bin Bella was born on the 26th day of December in 1916. 9 years after Kwame Nkrumah was born. Am I right? My producer says no. 7 years after Kwame Nkrumah was born. Okay, that's correct. He was born on the 26th day of December in 1916. 7 years after Kwame Nkrumah was born. My brother, my sister, Ahmed Ben Bella. He was a very, very interesting figure in the history of Algeria. Now listen to this interesting thing. He was never an Algerian, yet he became the president of Algeria 2 times. He went to jail and came out of jail and became president. He served in the French army, yet he wasn't French. He played for Olympique Marseille football club. What a man. He became president 2 times. My brother, my sister, a contemporary of Kwame Nkrumah. 7 years after Kwame Nkrumah was born, he was also born, and he was born in Algeria. His parents were Moroccans, father and mother. Came all the way from Morocco, immigrated to that beautiful country today called Algeria. And there they settled and gave birth to Ahmed Ben Bella. So technically, he was Algerian, but DNA-wise, he was Moroccan. Ahmed Ben Bella. Watch this. He was born in the town of Magnia on Boxing Day, the 26th day of December in 1916. His parents came all the way from Morocco. They were Moroccan immigrants. And when he was given birth to, in fact, he had 4 brothers, and all of them died, one after the other. Let me tell you how they died. Now, the first brother, my sister, died from wounds he received in the First World War. Ahmed Ben Bella himself would be part of the Second World War, fighting for France. His big brother fought in the First World War, and he died from wounds that he sustained. And he fought for France. Another of his brothers died from illness, and a third brother disappeared in France in 1940. When our hero for today, Ahmed Ben Bella, my brother, my sister, was only about 27 years old. He took interest in the army. He wanted to be part of the army. At the same time, he wanted to play football. But his parents insisted that he went to school. So he went to school in Algeria, in the town of his birth, Magnia. But he attended only French schools, not Arabic schools. It was in the days of French colonialism. Ahmed Ben Bella went to school. Right from the city of Magnia, he went to the city of Tientsin, also in Algeria. It is the second largest city in the northeastern part of Algeria. My brother, my sister, that was where he went to school. And when he went to school there, he realized that all the tutors there were European. In fact, they were French. Remember I said he attended only French schools? That was the first time he tasted racism against Muslims and also Africans. He realized that the French had no respect for the Muslims who attended the school. They also had no respect for Africans. But they had no choice. They had to teach them and educate them because they were paid to do so. It was from that point he decided that he would have to stay African. and fight for the cause of Africa. Look at what he did. He started off by fighting in the Second World War. Remember, his big brother died in the First World War, fighting for France. Hey, he volunteered for service in the French army in 1936, alongside his brother. But 4 years later, his brother got lost mysteriously. They never found him. The army was one of the few avenues of advancement for Algerians under colonial rule. And so he voluntarily enlisted. And there he was. And he was posted all the way to the city of Marseille in France to serve. And whilst he was there as a volunteer soldier, he also had the opportunity to play football. And he played for no other club but Olympique de Marseille. Oh my God. Between 1939 and 1940, he played football in that city. My brother, my sister, he fought so hard in the Second World War for France, to the point that he even won an award. The award known as Croix de Guerre. Croix de Guerre, which simply means the cross of war. That was the medal he got. Hey. He was a master shoot. He could shoot and never miss. Hey. He fought very seriously. He fought for the French army. And he was part of the infantry, those that controlled the weapons and ammunition. So he got to know everything about war tactics and also about weaponry. Hey. He was planning for his own country, Algeria. He took all the training from France. And he got a lot of awards. He was well decorated for bravery. Oh my God. And he also assumed control of his battalion so well that he took several medals for that. And for this, check it out. For this, he was promoted to the rank of warrant officer, and he received the Médaille Militaire. Médaille Militaire, that's the military medal. My brother, my sister, the highest decoration of the Free French Forces, directly from Charles de Gaulle. And those of us who know Charles de Gaulle, who know he was a terrible man. There's an airport named after him in Paris. If you happen to be there, visit that airport. My brother, my sister, on the 8th day of May in 1945, while France was celebrating Germany's surrender, there were widespread protests all over Algeria and beyond. They were tired of French rule. And Ahmed Ben Bella, our hero for today, knew that it was time to go to Algeria and fight alongside his people to free them from French colonialism and rule. And he went all the way back to Algeria. He formed an organization, a group that fought against French rule. The French realized that he was a threat. And what did they do? They tried to assassinate him. Charles de Gaulle himself sent people down to come down and deal with him. My brother, my sister, they tried to assassinate him on his farm right there in Algeria, but they couldn't do it. My brother, my sister, they tried several times to eliminate him, but he always got wind of whatever was going to happen, and he was able to run away from assassination. My brother, my sister, today we're talking about Ahmed Ben Bella, and we have just about 4 minutes more to go. Hear me now. He joined us with his own Algerians, and they fought tooth and nail to chase out the French. They were in the bush, practicing their guerrilla warfare and fighting the French. So many French soldiers went down the drain. A lot more Algerians were killed because the French had superior weapons. And when the group of Ahmed Ben Bella was running out of weapons, they decided that it was time to rob the post office. In those days, the post office kept a lot of money. It was almost like a bank. They broke into the post office and stole money from the post office worth close to 4 million francs. And they used that money to buy weapons and ammunition to be able to fight the French. He was arrested, my brother, my sister, in 1950. This happened on the 4th of April in 1949. The following year, in 1950, he was arrested and sent to jail for 8 solid years. Whilst he was in jail, he was exposed to the powerful writings of Sultan Guliev, Sultan Gailev. In fact, he was able to break jail by cutting with a knife the prison windows and jumping out. And when he came out, he became an outlaw. Hey. He initiated the Algerian War and fought very seriously. Now, after independence, there was a president. After independence, he was named vice president of Algeria. And the president at the time was called Ben Youssef Ben Kadi. How many of us remember this name? Ben Youssef Ben Kadi. But he quickly overthrew this man and took over the position to popular acclaim. He was the natural leader of Algeria. And when he became president of that nation, he assumed Pan-Arabism. Pan-Arabism. We have Pan-Africanism, and he was engaged in Pan-Arabism. It was all about Islam and all about the Arabs. People criticized him. He was supported by Cuba and some other such countries like Germany. And he continued to rule his people. But his people criticized him. He was overthrown by his own national security minister. And he was put into house arrest. But he was freed by 1980. And when he was freed, my brother, my sister, he came back, contested elections, and won. My brother, my sister, under house arrest. My brother, my sister, he was in house arrest for several years, my brother, my sister. And when he came out, he was elected president in 2003. So president the first time, deposed, sent into house arrest. He came out of house arrest, contested elections, and won again. Such a popular man. But he fell ill in 2012. And our hero for today, Ahmed Ben Bella, my brother, my sister, was admitted to a hospital for medical checks. At the same time, a report circulated that he had died, but this was denied by his family. Ahmed Ben Bella died on the 11th of April 2012 at his family home in Algiers. Today we remember a great son of the land, a son who fought for his own people. He might not be a Pan-Africanist, but he practiced Pan-Arabism. He was a Pan-Arabist. Today we remember you for helping to get independence for your people in Algeria. He remained extra popular in that country. Today he's surrounded his country with his statues and his DNA. Papa Unyamenko. Papa Damrifa Duewate. In the burden of knowledge, I ask you now that you know about Ahmed Ben Bella, what would you do? BNN ole mini oba feye zunda kagane mezaka yire ye ampa bango bokayen fifi aye nyanu kai na wo bana ye beden lele anjima singa be konne lele anjima singa beri. It's been the African History Class.
Tutu Bovi, Papa mula home, Mama mula home, how na ima vinye.